Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Debbie, and this class is brought to you by Family Care Health Centers in St. Louis. So you may want a block or a book or a footstool and keep that kind of handy by you. And you may also want a strap or a belt or a towel, anything that you can use that is strap-like. So please remember to only move in ways that feel okay in your body. Nothing we do today should cause any sharp or burning pain. And if it does, please don't do it. And listen to, if your doctor's told you to move in a certain way or not to move in a certain way, please always listen to that advice. And just because I say to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. You can always stop and rest, pause the video, come back to it later. Don't feel like you have to do the whole class in one sitting. Make this practice what you need in your body. So we'll start with a little centering. So find an easy seated position. Check your posture. Make sure the shoulders are over the hips. The feet are under the knees. Soften your shoulders, lengthen your spine, lower your gaze or close your eyes. And just take a minute to become fully present in this moment by allowing your attention to land on your breath. Just notice how your body feels today, without judgment, of course. Notice if you've got some extra tension anywhere. And if you'd like to set an intention for your class today, now would be a great time to do that. So that's any quality or characteristic you would like to feel more present in your life. Might be patience, love, peace, calm, serenity, determination, courage, whatever comes to mind for you. And just hold that intention in your mind's eye now and throughout class. And we'll take 3 rounds of breath, and I'll count you through. We're just going to gradually elongate the breath. So go ahead and let your breath out and take a slow inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. And exhale out the nose. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just resume normal breathing. Noticing how maybe that little bit of breath work perhaps help to feel a sense of calm in the body. And then gently blink open the eyes. You can stay seated back or you can scoot more to the edge of your chair. We're just going to start by warming up the neck a little bit or loosening up the neck a little bit. So go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder, stretching the left side of your neck. Stay right here, or maybe that right hand comes up and lands gently on the left side of your head to just provide a little pressure there. Again, you can stay right here, or maybe you let your left arm just dangle down by your left hip and breathe into the left side of your neck. So we're not forcing anything here. We're not putting a whole lot of pressure on our head, just a little gentle traction with that right hand. And then go ahead and release your right hand and bring your left hand back to your lap, and then drop the chin directly down to your chest. And maybe you interlace the fingers behind the head, the elbows point forward, again, providing a little traction, feeling the sensation now in the back of our neck. And breathe here. Keep the spine long and straight. The back is not rounded here. And release the hands, lift the chin back up, and we'll take that on the other side. So we'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Stay here, or maybe the left hand finds the right side of the head for that gentle traction on this side. Softening the right shoulder. Maybe the right arm dangles down by the right hip. Breathing. Gently release the left hand. Both hands come to the lap. And just notice how the neck feels after that little bit of stretch there. And we're going to inhale both arms out and up overhead. And we're going to interlace all the fingers except for the pointer finger. I always call this my love gun. And we're going to take a version of cat-cow here. So you can always take cat-cow how we normally do with the hands on the legs. But if you want to try this version, come on along with me. So we have our love gun pointed up to the ceiling. And on an inhale, we're going to arch the back a little bit. And on an exhale, we're going to round the back and bring the arms to point towards your front wall out in front of you. So inhale, the arms lift, and the back arches. And on an exhale, scoop out the belly, round the back, arms point forward. Just move at your pace with your breath. Gently loosening up our spine. Let's take one more. And bring the arms back up overhead, still with our index fingers pointed up at the sky. And we'll take a side bend over to the right. Inhale through center. And exhale, take a side bend to the left. Keep breathing your slow, deep, even breaths. Inhale through center. One more time to each side. Exhale, side bend to the right. And inhale through center. And exhale, side bend to the left. And inhale through center and release the arms down. Let's cross the right knee over the left knee. If that does not work in your body, cross the right ankle over the left ankle. And we're going to take a twist to the right. So inhale, both arms up by the ears, and on an exhale, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand reaches for the hip or the back of your chair. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist to the right. Gaze can be back over the right shoulder, to the side or forward, whatever feels best in your neck. And maybe just make some circles with the right ankle, both directions. And then relax the right ankle. And on an exhale, untwist and uncross the legs. Other side. Cross the right knee over the left knee over the right knee, or left ankle over the right ankle. Inhale, arms up overhead. And on an exhale, twist to the left. And circle the left ankle. In both directions. Maybe take a minute to connect with your intention. And gently untwist. Coming back forward. We're going to take a seated forward fold. So we can inhale the arms up overhead again. And on an exhale, the hands can come to the legs. Maybe the forearms stay on the knees. Or maybe the hands travel down the shins and the torso rests on the thighs. Maybe, maybe not. But just let everything be soft. Let your head be heavy. Feel the breath on your legs. And then either let the hands help you upright, or the arms come wide and all the way up overhead. And then on an exhale, we're going to interlace the fingers at the base of your spine. And then we're going to take a forward fold here. And we're going to see what it feels like to maybe bring the hands up and away from the sacrum. So we're going to lean forward to find our forward fold. And maybe the hands stay attached to the sacrum here. Or maybe the arms come up and over the head any amount, bringing a little shoulder stretch into this forward fold. And breathe. Wherever your interlace of the hands are, go ahead and release the arms down. Draw the low belly in, and we're going to round the back up, kind of very slowly, trying to stack one vertebrae on top of the next until we're all the way upright, and take 3 shoulder rolls backward. Good. Fingertips to the shoulders. Same general motion, but we're going to make big circles backward with the elbows. So that fingertips stay on the shoulders, and we're exploring the full range of motion in our shoulders. And reverse your circles to go forward now. Spine is long and straight. It's like giving yourself a massage. One more. And relax the hands. Just take a minute to check in with yourself and see how your body's feeling. See if your thoughts maybe have slowed a little bit. Maybe call to mind again your intention. we'll take a little flow. So let's inhale both arms up by the ears. And on an exhale, find your forward fold. And on an inhale, bring that right knee up with you so that the fingers interlace in front of the right knee. And we're going to take a little cow pose. So arch the back, draw the shoulder blades together, the chin lifts. And on an exhale, scoop out the belly, round the back for cat pose. And then we're going to come back to forward fold. Inhale, bring the left knee up with you. Exhale. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. And come back to your forward fold. Maybe the arms come wide, flat back, all the way up. Arms come up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms out and up. And exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, draw the right knee up. And exhale. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, spine straight. Exhale, release the right knee and forward fold. Inhale, up with the left knee. Exhale. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, spine straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms wide, flat back all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do that actually one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come on up with the right knee and exhale. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, release the leg and forward fold. Inhale, come on up with the right knee and exhale. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, release the left leg, forward fold. Inhale, arms wide, flat back all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Release the hands. Notice with that little bit of movement, if you've built some heat up in the body, maybe not. Okay, so let's hug the right knee in again. And I failed to mention this earlier, but if interlacing your fingers in front of the right shin is not an option for you, please use your strap to help facilitate that. That is always an option. So we're going to hug that right knee in. And again, we're going to circle the right ankle. Your pace. Circle the other direction. Good. Then maybe you release the hands or keep them on there, but we're just going to move the right knee in and out. And then maybe just the foot goes left and right. Let's get into the hips a little bit. And then cross the right ankle over the left knee or right ankle over the left ankle, whichever feels best for you. We're flexing the left foot, getting into that right hip. Option is to come to a little bit of a forward fold with your elbows on the right leg and the head drops. Or maybe your hands come to your block or your footstool or a book in front of you. The further forward you fold, the more intense the stretch in the right hip. Keep the right foot flexed. That protects your knee. Good. Gently let the hands help you back upright. We're going to uncross the right leg and we're going to swing both knees over to the left. And this is where you may want your strap again too, because we're going to hug that. If you want to try with the strap, put the strap around the front of your right ankle and grab both ends of the strap in your right hand. So that right butt cheek is hanging off the chair a little bit. So we're going to hug the right knee into the chest, and then we're going to maybe lower the right knee down toward the floor for a quad stretch. We're going to hug it back in and lower it down. So we exhale as we lower, and we inhale as we lift that right knee up. Let's take one more. Then release your strap. And we're going to come into warrior two to the left. So option is to bring the right knee out in front, or the right leg extends straight back. Hips are squared any amount toward the front of the room. And we're going to inhale both arms out to a T at shoulder height and really reach through the fingertips. Check to see if your shoulders are over the hips or if you're leaning forward. That's our tendency. We want to try to keep the shoulders over the hips here in our warrior two. To the left. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Soften the shoulders down. Relax the jaw. And then we're going to find a little flow here. So we're going to bring the left forearm to the left knee, and the right arm comes up and over. The palm is facing down. And then we're going to rise it up to cactus arms. And exhale, side angle again. Inhale, up to cactus arms. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, up to cactus arms. One more time, side angle, and let's hold here for a couple breaths. Really root down through the outer edge of that right foot. Good. Inhale it up. We're going to go right into reverse warrior. So the right hand comes to the right leg. The left arm comes up by the left ear. Reaching the left ribs towards your left wall. And breathing. Good. Inhale. Bring it back up. Release the left arm. We're going to come back to facing forward in goddess pose or temple pose. So the knees are wide and the toes are in line with our knees. And we're going to reach the arms out to the side. So the arms are at a T. Relax the shoulders. Reach through the fingertips. And then bring the hands to just above the knees. And we're going to kind of lean forward. And we're going to drop the right shoulder down to the middle. The gaze goes back to the left. And inhale, rise it back up. And exhale, drop the left shoulder down into the middle. So we're pushing the left hand into the left knee into the left hand. Inhale, back through center. One more to each side. Exhale, drop the right shoulder. Inhale through center, and exhale, drop the left shoulder. Inhale, back through center, and we're just going to heel toe the legs back together, and we're going to take that little series on the other side. So now we're going to hug or use our strap to hug the left knee into the chest, and we're going to circle the left ankle. And circle your ankle in the other direction. And find your figure 4. So left ankle crosses over the right knee or left ankle over the right ankle. Left foot is flexed. Stay upright if you're already feeling a good sensation in your left hip. If you want more sensation, elbows come to the left leg, or the torso drapes and your hands find your block. Keep your left foot flexed. Breathing into that left hip. Maybe calling to mind your intention. Nice and easy. Help the torso back upright. Uncross the left leg. And now we're going to maybe grab your strap. We're going to swing both knees over to the right side of our chair. We're going to take the strap, if you're using a strap, around the left ankle, and both ends of the strap are in your left hand. So we're going to hug the knee into the chest, and on an exhale, lower the knee down any amount for that quad stretch for the left leg. Inhale, hug it in, and exhale, lower it down. Couple more times. Inhale, lift the knee to the chest, and exhale, lower the knee to point towards the floor. One more time. Lift it up, and exhale. Lower it down for your quad stretch. Good. Inhale. Release the strap, and we'll take our warrior 2 to the right now. So remember, you have the option of keeping the left knee pointed towards the front wall, or you can extend the left leg back. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height, reaching in both directions. Gaze out over the right fingertips for our warrior 2 to the right. Soften your jaw. Feel your strength here. And we'll move into side angle. So the right forearm comes to the right leg. Left palm faces up and then sweeps up and over by the left ear. Side angle. And then we'll find our flow up to cactus arms. So on an inhale, rise the torso up, cactus arms. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, up to cactus arms. Exhale, side angle. One more time. Inhale, cactus arms. And exhale, let's hold side angle for a moment. Root down through the outer edge of the left foot. Reach through the left fingertips. Good. Inhale. We're going to come all the way into reverse warrior. Left hand to the left leg, right arm up and over by the right ear. Breathing into our right ribs. And inhale, rise it up. We're going to land in our goddess pose or our temple pose. So facing forward, knees to a wide angle. And this time we're going to take a side stretch flow in our goddess pose. So right forearm to the right knee, left arm up by the left ear. Inhale through center and switch it out. Exhale, side bend to the left. And just find your flow side to side. Connecting the movement with your breath. One more time to each side. And come on, back to center. Bring the legs back forward. So we're going to take a plantar stretch or a nice toe stretch. So you can use a block, and let's set it to the outside of the right side of our chair. And we're going to scoot our tushy over to the right side of our seat. And we're going to take the toes, and you may even want to help that baby toe spread out. So the toes are on, the bottom of the toes are on the block or the floor, either one. We're just trying to get a big stretch in the foot. Breathe into your feet. Go ahead and bring the left arm up. So it's kind of like you're holding a tray here. So the left elbow is close to the left ribs. And let's just bend the pinky back a little bit. The right hand bends the pinky back, bends the ring finger back, and the middle finger, and the pointer, and the thumb. And release the arms. Release the right foot. Come back and just kind of stomp the right foot a little bit. We'll bring our block over to the left side of our chair. We'll take that on the other side. So maybe scooch the hips to the left. Spread the toes. Lower the knee any amount. So you're feeling a stretch in the bottom of your left foot and the toes. And then we'll bring the right hand out in front, right elbow in like we're holding a tray of cookies. And again, the left hand gives the pinky a stretch down, each finger individually. Good. Release the hands, release the left foot, give it a little stomp. And then we'll take a counter stretch. So maybe you do 1 foot at a time. So let's take the right foot under your chair, and it's the top of your right foot that's resting on the floor. So this should feel nice after stretching your feet this way. Now we're stretching the feet the other way. So the top of the foot is on the floor under your chair. We're going to take our left hand out in front of us like we're saying stop. And we're going to take the right hand and draw the left fingers back. Spine is long and straight. Maybe take that right or left thumb back. And release the left arm. And bring the right knee back out in front. We'll take it on the other side. So the left foot comes back and under the chair. Top of the foot is on the floor. The left knee is pointing down towards the earth for a little counter stretch. And we'll make our stop sign with our right hand. And the left hand stretches the right fingers back towards the face. Right arm is any amount towards straight. And help the right thumb get in on the action. And release the right hand. Bring the left foot back up. We're just going to like flick out the hands. So like our hands are wet. We're just shaking out the hands and pounding the feet a little bit. And we're done moving. Let's settle into Shavasana, our final resting pose. So options are to sit back in your chair and use the support of the back of your chair. You can lie down on a floor or a couch or a bed, whatever feels best for you. Just take a few moments to wiggle around, get yourself comfortable. And whatever you do, find yourself in a comfortable place. Just go ahead and find some stillness and lower your gaze or close your eyes. And just feel the effects of the movement we've done in your body. How has that movement impacted your body? Maybe your tension. Scan your body like we did at the beginning of class and just notice if anything has shifted. Again, without judgment. Just simply noticing. Allowing yourself to completely surrender, to soften. Giving ourselves permission to rest. And I have a reading by Deepak Chopra called I Am Spirit. Although my physical existence is confined to space and time, my awareness is not limited to that. I am aware of the whole field as a play of creation and destruction. Matter and energy come and go, flickering in and out of existence like fireflies. Yet all events are held together and made orderly by the deep intelligence that runs through all things. I am one aspect of that intelligence. I am the field unfolding itself in local events. My spirit is experiencing the material world through the lens of perception. But even if I see and hear nothing, I am still myself, an eternal presence of awareness. In practical terms, this realization becomes real when no outside event can shake your sense of self. A person who knows himself as spirit never loses sight of the experiencer in the midst of the experience. His inner truth says, I carry the consciousness of immortality in the midst of mortality. We'll have a couple minutes of silence and then I'll cue you out. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. And bring some small movements to your fingers and to your toes. And then reach the arms up by the ears, the legs out in front. Give yourself a big stretch in both directions. Reach. And then let it all soften. If you're on the floor or lying down, go ahead and bring yourself up to an easy seated position. And once there, we'll press our palms together in front of our heart center as our symbol of closing the sacred time that we've made for ourselves and that we've shared together, even though we're apart. Thank yourself for showing up today on your chair, for making yourself a priority today. Connect again with your intention that you set at the beginning of class and invite that quality to manifest itself in your life this week. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me, and in sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you had a good practice today, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Be good to yourself.